Hello, and this video tutorial is the keyword research stage, which is right at the very beginning. Okay, so before we create any website, it begins first with the keyword research and the niche research. Okay, so what do we need to achieve? Well, we need to work smart and not just hard. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to find low competition opportunities within any particular niche that you're working, so that we're not taking years to achieve the page one or the rank one position in Google. There are many, the internet is filled with, uh, in all the nooks and crannies, low competition opportunities. So it's better to work with them. Okay, so how do we find them? What do we do? How do you do keyword research? Well, keyword research is so important because, people think that they know their keywords. People know their business, and so they think they know their keywords. Whatever business you're in, whatever business you're thinking of creating, you've obviously got knowledge of that business. And that's why you've chosen this particular business. So because you have knowledge of your business, you know how to run your business, you would maybe think that you know the types of keywords that you need to work for to rank for. However, you'll be surprised. So many times I've thought that a particular keyword is an absolute obvious choice, only later to find out that it gets very little traffic, or that it's just high competition. I'm competing against like giants, and or it's just not searched at all. So this is a crucial stage, and it's quite an eye opener. So what do I do? Well, there's so many different keyword research tools on the internet. The most obvious would be the Google AdSense Keyword Planner. I don't particularly like it. Try it, of course. I find with the Google Keyword Planner, I just don't like the interface. I find it a bit difficult. You end up with like huge lists of keywords that you've got to like work through to try and pick out the ones you like. So I've got a different technique, and I'm just going to cut right to the chase and show you what I do. Okay, so this is where I'm going to now go into one of the key tools in your toolbox that you will be using a lot, and not just for keyword research. This particular place I'm going to show you now has many tools that we'll go into in later videos. But for now, we're going to look at the keyword research tool, and it's at a place called thehoth.co.uk. Now, first of all, let me explain what the Hoth is. The Hoth, right? HOTH, thehoth.com. It's a SEO wholesale company, and they offer SEO at wholesale pricing, so that SEO agencies or even work at home individual SEO guys can go here and purchase SEO at wholesale and then resell that, not have to do any of the SEO work, but make a little bit of money from the difference in price that they charge the client. Okay, so that's what the Hoth is all about. Now, they have some tools that you can do some SEO analysis, you can do some keyword research. There's a few tools in there, which is really useful. Now, to set up a Hoth account, it's completely free, so go ahead and sign up. I'm already signed up, so I'm just going to log in. Okay, and you don't have to pay anything. You only pay for services that you purchase, but to have an account is nothing, right? Okay, so I don't use the Hoth for their SEO services because you know what? Their prices are really expensive, and their prices is pretty similar to the retail prices that I charge my clients for SEO, and they want that for a wholesale price. So I'm just not into that. So, but I'm not, I'm sure they do a really good job. I'm sure they're a very good company. All right, so I'm signed in now. I was obviously signed in already, so I just hit the login and now I'm signed in. Okay, so once you sign up, you log in and you come to this page. Now you'll see here in the menu you've got tools with a drop down box. You click on that, you get the drop down menu. and that's all the tools. We're going to cover most of them during the course of these video tutorials, but the one we're going to look at right now is keyword research. Okay, and you'll notice when we go in there, they're actually using SEMrush, which is a reputable, very popular, very well-known company. So it's a reliable tool, very good. Okay, so what you can do now is type in a keyword and you'll get suggestions. But it's easy on the eye. It's not too intimidating with the number of suggestions you get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in a real case that I am actually genuinely investigating, a niche, which is chess. So I'm going to type in a keyword. I'm just going to say chess strategies. I've got no idea about this niche. I literally decided it 5 minutes before I made this, started doing this video tutorial. Okay, so what I can tell straight away from the keyword chess strategies is that it's searched on average 3,600 times per month, which is not too shabby. That's in google.com. If I want to check out what the search rate is in google.co.uk, I click on that, I get the drop down menu, and I can select .co.uk. I've also got Canada, I've also got Australia. .com, they've got the American flag. .com is kind of international, but it is mostly America because America's so big. Okay, so you know, I could click on .co.uk and that figure will change. And actually, it's not searched in the UK. But I'm sort of interested in google.com statistics. Okay, so what else can we tell from this keyword? So first of all, we've got the search volume, all right? Second of all, we've got the cost per click. If you're interested in pay-per-click, you know, Google Ads, which I'm not covering in these tutorials because we're talking about organic SEO. It's free. I don't do pay-per-click. I'm just not into it. But you got that information there if it's of interest to you. So it's 65p a click. The competition is 0.01. Now, what does that mean? Okay, so because this is important for the keyword research. All right, so competition is rated on a scale of 0 to 1, right? Which is a bit odd because you'd expect it to be on a scale of 1 to 10, but it's not. It's on a scale of 0 to 1. So 0 means like no competition, which is obviously unlikely. 1 means high competition, and anything in between is obviously the scale. So 0.01 is extremely low competition. Alright, so extremely low. So, you know, 0.02 would be a bit higher. If it was 0.1, that's like, that's higher, but it's still low, right? 0.9 would be very high. 1 would be like the max you could get. 0.5 would be like the medium competition, you know, but we're not even 0.1, we're 0.01, right? So that's like pretty much as low as you can get. So chess strategies is a very low competition niche. Okay, now the other thing that's important here is the number of search results. Okay, so let's look at search results. Let's scroll down the page and have a good look at all these keyword suggestions. Now, okay, so you know when you search something in Google, you get like the number of results, and it's always a high number because the internet's so big. Okay, so it's always like 6, 7, 8 figures. Okay, now if you look down this list, see this figure here, this 413000. That looks like a big number, but it's a very small number. So if you were to do chess strategy for beginners as a keyword, right, it is low competition because it's 0.03, all right, which is very low, and there's not a lot of results, right? That's a small number with Google search results. That's a small number, so that's actually a really good keyword. Already, I'm beginning to think, wow, this is a good niche. I think I'm going to create a website very soon in this niche, right? Okay, so you know, we got all the keyword suggestions. So you look down the list. Let's see if I can find another good one. Okay, so that number's a bit higher, but it's still not as high as it can be. It's still good. 0.01, the lowest competition you can get. Okay, 590 searches a month. This one, by the way, that we were just looking at, that's 1,300 searches per month. So a lot of people per month are searching these keywords. That's a lot of potential traffic. And with them being low competition, if you do SEO right, and you've got a domain, and it's aged, you could get potentially a lot of this traffic to your website every month, right? Okay, so so this is good. Strategies for stress. I know all about strategies for stress. Strategies for chess, right? Chess opening strategy. Winning chess strategies, good chess strategies, right? So, the list is great because, you think of a keyword and like to think of similar alternative keywords, other things that people might type into a search engine can be difficult. But then you get a list like this and you're thinking, yeah, this is great. Now as I scroll down, I'm noticing that they're all low competition, right? Because it's very niche, this field, right? So I'm going to start looking for the low search results, right? Like this one. This one's low. And actually, that's a medium competition keyword. Chess tactics and strategies. Sounds like a very good category name. That'd be a good category keyword. We'll go more into that later in the course. So yeah, now what you do is you pick a few gems, you pick some ones that you like, you've got more results, you can click on more results right here and you'll get the list a bit longer, and you can check that out. You can even export it onto a spreadsheet, you can do that, if you wanted to. But then what you can do is you can think, well, okay, I want to change my keyword up here completely and get completely fresh ideas. So you might decide, well, you want to sell chess sets. So you could type in chessboards. Let's do that, chessboards, which would be higher competition because I imagine that there's going to be a lot of people selling chessboards. But let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, we've got that's one. So that's high competition, right? But it's searched 3,600 times a month. Okay, so if you're wanting to be in e-commerce and you want to sell chessboards, you can even find low competition, little gold nuggets here. You see, even we're getting how-tos, we're getting informative keywords as opposed to salesy keywords. Even in these suggestions, chessboard table, you see, that's number one. That's high competition. See, it's best to avoid the high competition keywords, although, of course, use them if you're so inclined, but you certainly need to throw in some low competition keywords into the mix, so that you're not slogging your guts out for months or years trying to get ahead of your rich competition, that hire gurus and spend pour loads of money into achieving their goals. Okay, so that's basically how you do keyword research. That's how I do it. There's obviously alternative ways, but the whole purpose of this course is to show you my tried and tested strategy, how I do things. So yeah, so whatever your niche is, type it into the search bar, get ideas, check out the competition level, check out the number of results, extract 50, 60, 70 keywords of your favorite keywords, the ones that you think, yeah, I really want to get them. Now, the other thing to consider is you need to get keywords that are totally relevant to what you're trying to achieve on your website, okay? So that your bounce rate isn't going to be high. And that concludes this video.